Hello Virgo and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your monthly reading for May. So we are in your fellow earth sign Taurus season, which should feel good for you guys. And then we move to Gemini, to the air signs. So let's see, we have Jupiter changing signs into Gemini this month as well. So we have justice, truth and clarity coming in. Interesting. I feel like things like there's some really important overall energies in your life where the main keyword is balance. And it may be to do with some legal things like contracts of some sort. This could be coming through. There could be some sort of official nature or things you have to sign or paperwork or documents or stuff like that involved with it. But overall, I'm getting balance. And they're really showing me work-life balance, a really important energy coming in for you that you're going to be working with. And this is where the truth and the clarity is coming through around what you need more of and what you need less of, and how you can really bring that sense of balance into your life. So this is a wonderful month to restore balance in your world. So, and especially in an official way. So it may require something like, if we're looking at contracts, maybe it's something to do with a bank loan or a mortgage or a rental agreement or moving or some kind of financial agreement. It could be any kind of legality. It could be some kind of new work project, but it just feels like there's something that needs to be balanced out. Perhaps if it is to do with a relationship, it definitely, like, it's just got this official energy, the justice energy. So that can be applied to relationships in that it's what we're agreeing to, whether this is related to something legal or contractual or whether it's just between the two of us. So it feels like there's a sense of something that was really out of balance comes back into alignment, comes back into balance, which is fantastic. So let's have a look at what's shifting and changing for you in May, Virgo. So let's see what is coming in. Oh, okay. Well, speaking of balance, you've got the other major arcana that represents balance and harmony, the Temperance card. So we've got Temperance, Sagittarius, South Node. It's interesting we've got the South Node because the South Node is in Libra at the moment, and this Justice card represents Libra as well. And I was kind of speak about the South Node a little bit, but the difference between these two cards is that the Justice energy is a little bit more impartial, so it's more of a kind of formal agreement or something where you're just being quite more rational about it in some way, whereas the Temperance energy is where alchemy is at play, where all these new elements are starting to come in and starting to flow and things are shifting and changing form, and balance and harmony is things are restoring because of this energy flow. But it's almost like you have to take a step back and be quite rational and impartial first and go, right, this is out of balance, I need to fix that. And then things start to flow in your life with the Temperance card. And with the Sagittarius energy, this is actually, the key word for this is freedom. It brings in the freedom, the adventure, the excitement, the new learning, the opening up to new spaces, places, people, things, whatever it is. And it feels like you're off on a whole new, different adventure here. And it's fun, Sagittarius energy. It may even be a sense that it's important to set a goal. Don't worry too much about how you're going to get there, but it might be like just something pretty, like I just want more fun and freedom in my life, or whatever it might be. I want to move to a really nice place. So I want to achieve some kind of success in my life, or I'd like to meet somebody that we connect on and I really enjoy their company, or whatever it is. However, whatever it is, I feel like it's just put something out there. That's the feeling I'm getting, put an intention out. And then the Temperance energy starts to let those energies, those emotions, the energy and the intuition flow, which is really lovely. So definitely two major arcanas about balance. So balances and harmony are going to be big themes. The South Node is interesting as well with the Justice card, is that they're bringing me to is that the South Node is about letting go of things that you no longer need. You've learnt that, and you know your soul says, I've learnt that, been there, done that. We don't need that in our lives anymore. You don't need that anymore. And it definitely could be around relationships, partnerships, or legalities and contracts of some sort. So that's kind of the first thing of understanding that the karma of that is over, and then this opens you up to this new alchemical shift in your life of the Temperance card, which is really beautiful. So these two major arcanas are saying, and look at the Death card now, three major arcanas, big energies coming in for you guys, big shifts and changes coming through, transforming balance, moderation, harmony. It's just, yeah, fantastic energy to come through for you, Virgo. So some of these changes that you're making at this moment could have a very strong and profound impact. Speaking of balance, I've got competing sounds. I've got the roosters out one window and the dogs out the next. So I was like, I need noise balance. It comes in so many different ways in your life. You know, it may be where you're living, it's too noisy or too bright, or you don't like your neighbours, or it could be that somebody else around your house needs to kind of pick up the slack and do more. It can come in so many different ways, this concept of balance, but really, really important. And sometimes it's like, you know, I want more excitement and interest and adventure. And it's like balance just brings this beautiful calmness. And yeah, it's just a lovely energy to have. So Virgo, I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know where they are, because it creates the fuller picture, the more holistic view of what's going on for you. And this is a general reading. Virgo, just take what feels right, leave the rest. Take a balanced approach to everything. Now, crossed by the Six of Pentacles. Okay. Yes, more balance. We can see something's been really out of balance here. We see the scales in the Six of Pentacles. Normally there's scales in the Justice card as well. We have the Magician. Okay. More major arcanas coming through. The Ten of Wands, the Ace of Cups. So something nice has kind of started here that is allowing these energies to flow, which is really nice. The Five of Wands, a little bit of conflict around you at this moment though. Maybe, ooh, look at this, High Priestess. Okay. And the Strength card. Yeah, every time we get to like a point that is, yeah, important, we're seeing the Lovers. Okay. We're seeing a major arcana. These major arcanas are coming out super strong in this reading. So they're saying there's going to be these points, especially kind of choice points that are coming up that are going to be really significant, even transformative. So we have as the main situation the Death card, and this is the card of transformation, birth, death, rebirth. It represents an ending, natural cycle. Something is ending and had to end for whatever reason. It was just, you know, it was over. It was a natural cycle. And you can't fight that with the Death card. So it's about just greeting this new change with innocence and surrendering to it in a way. And it creates the space for the sun to rise again, for the rebirth, for something new to come through. It is crossed by the Six of Pentacles, which is a much not a strong card. It's not a major arcana. And this represents something's just really been out of balance on the material realm. And it's maybe that you haven't been able to give as much or been open to receive as much as you would have liked. So whilst this big kind of bigger energy of transformation or this major ending has been occurring here. So that's what's rebalancing, is what you've wanted to give or what you've needed to receive, and especially in the material realm here with the Six of Pentacles. So this could be time, effort, energy, money. In terms of relationships, it's the giving and receiving. So of, you know, maybe it's jobs or somebody doing something for you, or it can be, you know, people are often paying for more stuff or be open to receive compliments or help in some way. So it really feels like, yeah, something's been out of balance. But in your conscious mind, we have the Magician. So this is fantastic because this is the higher octave of Mercury. So it's like your mind is opening up to all these higher potentials here. And you might even get a divine plan or a divine mission or some kind of vision that comes through that you're bringing down into your reality and going, right, how am I going to work with this? How am I going to make this happen? But it's a very potent card of manifestation, the Magician. It's saying that you have all the elements within you to restore this balance, to bring about this harmony that you're looking for here. And so everything's kind of either around you or within you to make this happen. Now, the Magician can represent an expert of some sort. So if you need to talk to somebody around these kind of contractual agreements. Temperance energy can also be health or healthcare. So maybe there's someone around that has got experience or some kind of expertise that you could be talking to here. But ultimately, the Magician is like, yep, I'm going to make this happen. I'm weaving everything together and working out, understanding I have the power here. I have the power to make this, bring this balance and this magical alchemy into my life. At the base, we've got the 10 of Wands. So this really feels like, you know, the 10s represent an ending, but it feels like you are dedicating yourself to this. It's like there's something that new that has begun, and you're realizing that you really want to dedicate yourself, sort of see it through to where you want it to go. So this whole concept of transforming balance in your life is really, really important. And at the base, we've got this in the recent past, we've got the Ace of Cups. This is the thing that I think, you know, we've got birth, death, rebirth here with the Death card as the main kind of theme that's coming in. The Phoenix rising, transformation, a situation, or you're transforming something in your life. And we're seeing the birth here already with the Ace of Cups. The birth of a new cycle, emotional cycle, feeling differently about something. Perhaps there was a new emotional cycle for your heart. Maybe it's a new journey for your heart that's coming in here. But definitely feels like it's like that has already begun. You're already starting to feel the birth, the new, even the healing that's coming through around this. So even though we've got something new, a cycle has begun, it's kind of working at the same time with this Death card, which is saying that there's still a bigger process that's ending. There's a bigger process or stage of life or something that somebody's going through. This might not even be you. It might be somebody close to you, but it's impacting you. There's something bigger that's kind of finalizing, finishing, and ending. And we have in the near future the 7 of Swords. So there's potentially some new plans that are coming out of this with the 7 of Swords. This is where you're thinking, right, maybe a change of circumstance or needing to adapt to the new situation that's coming in. The 7 of Swords wants to if it's about rebalancing, you're making a plan, potentially wanting a little bit more freedom in your life in terms of how you're perceiving your life. So there definitely could be some kind of plans afoot that can bring that into your life in the near future, that you might be planning something. You're presenting as the 5 of Swords, and this is pretty conflicted inside your mind. So even though there's some really, really strong energies here, there's something that you're not seeing yet, or that you're not able to there's something going on inside the mind space here, inside your mind, or the way you're perceiving a situation that kind of is needing, it's like opening up to these new possibilities and seeing that things are now possible where they weren't, So it really is, and maybe it's just like this thing that's moving on, you are conflicted about in some way. You know, it's a sense of we have to move forward and balance. It's a bit of a balancing act, and balance and harmony is something that is a really important theme around all of this. But at the same time, maybe there's something that you really loved about the previous situation that you're conflicted about moving forward in some way. So that could come in with that as well. And we do have in your in the energy surrounding you, the 5 of Wands. So there's definitely challenges around, absolutely. There's definitely, some challenges or challenging situation, or somebody is challenging themselves. It might be about testing and trying out some new things, some trials in some way. But yeah, it's this is part of it. I feel like everything is kind of giving you messages about what needs to rebalance and how you can restore some kind of harmony in your life. So if a situation is being challenging, or that has challenged you, or somebody has been experiencing challenges that is somehow that is impacting your sense of harmony and balance, it's just giving you the messages about what area and what that is and what needs to be rebalanced. Interesting hopes and fears, we've got the Hanged Man. So this is suggesting that the Hanged Man is when nothing happens, it's stagnant energy. And we're seeing things happening here where it's not just remaining as it is, which it can't remain as it is because you've got the Death card. But the Hanged Man is also a real shift in the way you might be perceiving or feeling about the situation. And yeah, maybe that's something that it does require a little bit of patience, which is another energy of Temperance card. Patience is required perhaps to see how something can flow and see how these new elements can work in your life. That's something that's coming through with this. But the Hanged Man is saying, yeah, perhaps there is something new that is awakening within you that you're still trying to understand what that is. So we have as the outcome another 3 major arcanas: the High Priestess, the Strength card, the 7 of Cups, and the Lovers, interestingly. So you're really going to have to trust your intuition with this one and be really brave and courageous, because there's some choices and options in front of you, and some of them are good and some of them are not so good. And there's a little bit of cloudedness, or the vision is still forming here. There is something awakening within, but it's like it's still just trying to work out how this is all going to happen and what it's going to look like. And the Lovers card is saying there is potentially a very significant choice coming up about one of the options that's coming in for you. So, and I feel like you can't see that right now. It's something that might come in a little bit later in the month, perhaps even when Jupiter moves into Gemini, which is happening later in May. But there's some kind of really significant option and choice that opens up that does require like courage and bravery, and because this is actually what is going to restore balance in your life. It's sort of trusting that the elements are all going to come together for you. But again, yeah, it's kind of left on the bit of a there's a choice that's coming up here with the Lovers card, particularly around potentially around a person in your life that that is significant. There's a significant person here. Maybe you've been in a relationship with them, or maybe they're a very close family member or close friend, or you are in a relationship with them, but there's a sense of they have some kind of significance. This choice is going to be a significant choice that comes up. So as an overall energy, we've got the 8 of Swords, and this makes me feel like it's, there's a few things that are coming in, some synchronicities that you're going to be guided down a path that maybe you don't know it's coming at this moment. It could be something quite, fated or synchronistic. That's kind of what I'm feeling with the 8 of Swords. It is opening your mind to something new and unexpected, that or a path that you weren't expecting coming in here, or a result or an event or situation or something coming through that is unexpected or that you can't see. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just about opening your mind to something could work very differently to how it is at this moment. And it's like, maybe I do feel like it's when Jupiter moves into Gemini later in the month that this is going to start revealing itself to you. You're going to start seeing something and understanding that there's a new option that maybe you didn't consider or even know about, but the High Priestess is bringing this to you. So it's going to potentially come and feel like it's like a significant little synchronicity of some sort. And it's just about, opening your mind to it when it comes in. So let's pull an affirmation card for you, Virgo, and see what is coming in for you. We've got 3 actually. So we've got, I am willing to let go. That's if you have to think of one mantra for the South Node, that would be it. It says, I release others to experience whatever is meaningful to them, and I am free to create that which is meaningful to me. Yeah, that's going to be important, I think. And we've got, I deserve the best and I accept the best now. Fantastic. I am mentally and emotionally equipped to enjoy a prosperous and loving life. It is my birthright to deserve all good. I claim my good. Fantastic. You're not accepting second best. And there is no blame. Here the cat has knocked over the flowers. And it says, I release the need to blame anyone, including myself. We are all doing the best we can with the understanding, knowledge, and awareness we have. So I kind of feel like there's this beautiful option and opportunity and choice coming up, which is going to bring some beautiful elements together and restore balance and harmony in your life. But the message is let go of anything that's kind of that you've been holding on to, like when it comes to blame, so that you can open into this more harmonious energy that's coming through. So I just realized then I didn't pull an affirmation card for the Capricorn reading, so I'm sorry if you're a Capricorn cross-watcher. Okay, let's pull a charm. We've got the angels. Beautiful. So the little angel is here, and definitely feels like whenever the angels come in, we know that the angels are here, they're listening, they're watching over you, they're supporting you. And so don't be afraid to ask the angels for help if you need it. And it might even be about a little angel. We do have the angel wings in the Temperance card. So I feel like that this direction that you're going in, it feels like an emotional voyage, a new journey, and to trust that some of those higher, very much like a crown chakra is being activated here, that those messages coming in through your crown are leading you down the path, the intuitive path, which is right for you, and can bring some beautiful elements together to restore this harmony. So I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now, Virgo, where we're seeing you're on the precipice of a big choice. A new option is opening up for you. You're evaluating that. It requires some courage to step into it. So it might be something that you previously didn't know about or didn't consider, or it creates a big change in your life in some way, or a shift of perception in some way. But we'll see where it all goes, because I have a sense that balance and harmony are going to be very important keywords for that. And so we're going to look further into the future and deeper and get some more messages coming through for you whenever the High Priestess comes in. We're expecting some kind of signs and synchronicities, and to really trust your intuition. So we're going to explore all of that further in the extended reading. Love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below, and usually pin the links to the comments as well. And please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Let us know what's going on for you, Virgo, and take care.